Now we begin to adjust the length as chat. The spacing of the T and the PR. In addition, the material T and placing height is first opened with the second option. Click on the length pick from menu. Then fetch number of row and column. There's also a magic from number of row and column in the T. Click to create the length matrix. Then our current T counts 7 lines. Click to confirm column number setting. Put two T together and it have 16 rows. Then ask if you want to move it to the T. Click yes in the first row and column. If it is not used in the center of length, the locker move it to the center position and click OK. Then ask if you want to move the last row and the last column. 7 rows and 16 columns. This grid no must be moved by hand. Until the last row, the last column. Then the claw is in the center and click OK. And then click yes. And then you figure out the spacing of the row and column of each row is calculated. And then we are drawn there a little bit. There's a number of columns and spacing that needs to be adjusted slightly. That lens say from PR position. Here's step menu coordinate move to lens PR. We click on remote and click the rear remote. Click on move. Move him to lens face position. Then click OK. Then we start to making lens PR. Delete the face from this PR and make it. Go back to the previous step. Remove this impurity in the middle. Click open. Then set the face clear. This is like adjustment must be black and white. Okay, next step. Then in PM mode, we usually show this lens. The graphic will be there. Then play the module. A little bit bigger. Click next when you are done. And then the next step. High price score 0.02. Completion of preparation. Click OK. After the production is complete, identify PR if it can identify. That will be identified OK. Then section height is then made. Click on the altimeter icon. Yes. Click OK. High measurement is complete. Click yes. Then shut it cut and click pick. When the stock starts to suck, it moves through. First move to the first row, first column. Then make the trade PR. Click on the play option. Delete the preview PR and then make it. In first place, the lens made in the same way. First, remove the impurity from the image. Adjust the export and adjust the brightness. Black and white. Click Next. Anti-tape PR is generally used by most people. Pardon. First, you need to flag the identifier error. Flag it and click on the button. Then erase the preview template. Click on the top eraser below icon and then click yes and to it clear. Start doing it. Throw a pencil and then this is a multiple. The bigger the number. His lines are thick. Click OK when finished. And then the next step. Click Next. Next step. OK, finish it. Then identify the next. Click on the identification PR. Select OK. High message and discharging high is usually discharge. The high is slightly lower than the takeoff high by about 500 mil. Let's go first. Its suction high is 8,200. We will judge. The solution height can be directly reduced to a few hundred mil. I will give you 8,000. And then we are going to start feeding. Put the material back in the tray. Click on play in first row and column. Image place. OK, put it in. Discharge lens is testing T. The matrix of lens disk still have PR to still have stay pull high to already finish. Now do the lens on the LUT.
Behind is a regulating valve for air supply. Air supply regulating valve.
First of all,
These
first click on the menu, click play, and pass you a remote. Click on the remote. Move to the discharge position lens. Material placing position on the platform. If we gonna make sure the center is actually move the middle of the platform. Click on after confirm the middle position. Then make the PR. Add the preview PR deletion and then start making. Go back to the preview page. Remove impurity as well. Adjust brightness black and white. Click next step. PR type pattern. Lens PR can be made. Just do half of it. Do hard and a hard and click on the next step. Next step. Done. So we can identify it. Then make the fitting high. Click the Altimeter I come to make the elite version. Then click on yes. Click OK. The LUT have two platforms. This is the height of the first platform. Below is the height of the second platform. The two heights are identical. Now two lens head pick and open the menu. Click pick lens. First the jaw are in the open position. Gripper open. The UT1 up here have a UT1. Also UT2. UT1 refers to loading position. UT2 refers to the eject position. We are gonna to do loading dock now. Click on the remote. Click no to display this. Make sure it is no and not yes. Move the lens under the AA head and then by visual view. Then move to center position of the clapping jaw. Move the locker to the center position. Click OK after reaching the center position. In the same position, click on remote. Click no. Then play the clapping job. Center position of alignment platform 2. Use the remote lever to move the center of the platform 2. Then click OK. When a good position is done, the height is measured. Click on first menu. Or the pick lens menu. Click pick pole. Move to the landing position. And then there are one of two test heights. remote sensing. This pick one is the takeoff height. The floating is feeding height first point to the taking height. Measure the material height. Click yes. Test complete. Click yes. Then measure the discharging height and move to the discharging position first. Position yes. Then click on test remote. Test discharging height. OK, click OK. Good position for land clip. It is done.